Time for entertainment news now with Angela Bishop. And radio has lost an industry titan.
Yeah, we throw those words around a bit, but in this case, it's the real deal. Australia's longest-serving radio presenter, Bob Rogers, has died aged 97. The veteran broadcaster was surrounded by his family at his Sydney home. Close friend of many decades, Darren Hinch, who will be giving Bob's eulogy next week, had this to say.
Hidey-hody, everybody. I mean, that's how he used to start his radio. Look, he started out when he was 15 as a panel operator and a librarian at 3XY in Melbourne. And he was still on air in his 90s doing the Bob Rogers program on 2CH in Sydney. He was one of the first nude male models for Clio. He was a very good tennis player at White City. He was a bloody good poker player as well.
Bob's career began in 1942 and continued, as Darren said, into his 90s. He ultimately retired in 2020. With a voice for radio, Bob also had a face for TV. In 1971, he fronted 3 episodes of panel show Beauty and the Beast, and at 50 years old was one of the first nude male models for Clio. Magazine's centrefold. Lordy Lord. But the crowning glory was in the 60s, accompanying the Beatles on their trip through Australia, a highlight he fondly discussed with our beautiful friend Jono Coleman, one of his close mates.
Was handed a backstage pass to all the concerts, all the crowds, and of course, all those groupies.
We went up to our private rooms and there'd be knocks on the door. Can I meet the Beatles? Girls who'd booked into the hotel. And this just went on at every hotel where we were.
The Aussie DJ was nicknamed the 5th Beatle by the guys. And as Beatlemania spread across the country, it wasn't long before Bob's writing and signing skills were put to good use.
We used to sign their signatures. A lot of these things that are being sold for $100 million are our fake signatures.
How many secrets have you got about the Beatles, though, that you'll take to the grave, or do you think you'll do a kiss and tell book?
Yes, there are a few secrets that can't be told.
Valet Bob Rogers, the 5th Beatle, and I'll have more memories from Bob's incredible career in 10 News, first at 5. Selling sunsets, Crishell Stause is packing up her Los Angeles abode for Erinsborough. The American actress and TV personality is joining the cast of Neighbours in a guest role later this year. Stause will star as Yasmin Shields, a glamorous and successful businesswoman in pursuit of an exciting work opportunity. In the meantime, Neighbours stars will be hitting the red carpet for the Daytime Emmys, in which they are nominated next week. George Clooney and Brad Pitt are reuniting on screen as a not-so-dynamic duo. The actors who last worked together 16 years ago in Burn After Reading star alongside each other in Wolves. The action comedy casts the Hollywood heavyweights as lone wolf criminal fixers who discover they've both been hired for the same job.
I didn't know people like you really existed.
They don't. There's nobody can do what I do.
We clearly have a situation here. We have decided that the only course of action is for you both to work together.
No. It's not how I work. This is not how I work.
The film will hit cinemas later this year. Nicole Kidman is re-teaming with Zac Efron in a new movie that sees the pair once again indulging in some steamy scenes. Zac and Nicole first starred together more than 10 years ago in The Paperboy. But in their new film, A Family Affair, Nicole's character becomes involved with a famous movie star, played by Zac, who just happens to be her daughter's boss.
This is madness, right?
Yeah, this is your mom and your boss, who you hate. It's weird.
Mom?
I went a little crazy. I'm allowed, right?
I've been waiting for you forever.
Is that a line from a movie?
Yeah.
This is just getting worse by the minute.
The comedy drops on Netflix on the 28th of June. Hugh Jackman and his bestie Reynolds have sat down for a revealing chat with America's People magazine ahead of the release of their new movie Deadpool and Wolverine. The A-listers met in Sydney in 2008 on the set of X-Men Origins Wolverine, so interviewing each other for the video came easy.
So as a fellow immigrant to this land, what do you miss most about Australia?
Australia. definitely the people, my family. I don't see my brothers who live there nearly enough, that my best mates. And I miss the food. I miss the ocean. I mean, the ocean, I can get that anywhere, but my lifestyle in Sydney, I wake up, coffee, unbelievable coffee. I work out, I jump in the ocean as the sun's coming up, and we watch the sun coming up in the ocean, and I think, why am I not here every morning? I miss that.
So another thing that we have in common is gracing the cover of this magazine as, I believe this says, World's Sexiest Man.
I thought it was Universe.
Sounds very scientific. What was your reaction when you found out that you were the world's sexiest man?
Who paid for this?
Yeah.
How much did this cost?
Did you demand they show their work? How did you come up to this?
I need to know. What are the metrics? Yes.
Yeah.
Because I've known it for a long time, but how did you finally discover it?
Cute. The movie is out in July and we're all looking forward to that one.
So if Crishell is coming to Neighbours, will we see more of G-Flip?
Well, one would imagine, given they are a happily married couple. But yes, I would think, you know. Also, Crishell's been before in Young and the Restless and Days of Our Lives. Soap form, solid soap form. So this is great news.
I'm so excited about that.